B.I.P. Stretching early morning, this hard work isn't foreign. Natties and scholarships, ain't nothing else important. Passion to be the best, that's how I run the risk. Passe, stay high in type, this team don't play that mess. Gotta prove your worth in class to be center stage. I put in time on these fortes, and I'm minute-made. Stay on point in every style, let me demonstrate. Second to none, and I put that on the quasi. I gotta give it my all. I wanna be responsible for one of the plaques on the wall. One trophy ain't enough, need my name engraved on the mall. Nothing's out of my reach. Miss T lace me with this porter bra. Strong core on point, but I never fall. Shall say to the phone whenever destiny calls. Cause I wanna be the GOAT. So whether they on stage or in class, the mission's no notes. Look, StudioTypes, yeah, you know who we are. Expectations for greatness, aiming for Mars. So at minimum, we landing on the stars. Yesterday's limits ain't today, so we gotta raise the bar. StudioTypes, yeah, you know who we are. Expectations for greatness, aiming for Mars. So at minimum, we landed on the stars. Yesterday's limits ain't today, so we gotta raise the bar. Being premium's a dream. Work the hamstring. Solo at national. My team can trust me. Every day trying to level up the repertoire. So every class, StudioTypes gotta raise the bar. Being premium's the dream. Work the hamstring. Solo at national. My team can trust me. Every day trying to level up the repertoire. So every class, StudioTypes gotta raise the bar.
Let's go to the beach, let's go get away. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found a buzz light. Half fishes like me, it's hard to come by. It's snow, strutting in the sand. Hi ho, ho, Ferris in the land.
We are 777. We are a petite company, and we are ready for competition.
Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. I came to win, carpets to fly, to conquer, to rise. I came to win, to fly, to conquer. We're higher than my anaconda don't.
What?
My anaconda don't.
Ew.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
What excites me about competition is that after like a couple of dances and when we have a break after, we get to go somewhere like in Celebrity in February. We went to Jenny's Ice Cream and sat by the fireplace and just talked until dance down. I just like dancing on stage and showing the audience that this is exciting to watch. It's not boring. We have a lot of energy.
Bobbin, Boo, Cindy ain't gonna be up in here sweeping.
What I like about competition is to get to show all the other companies like how good we are and how competitive we are. My favorite dance was Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was my favorite dance because like it expresses me because I'm like really, really sassy.
Next time, glue it on. Fairy godmother, can you get your girl a Louboutin and make it out of glass, 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 glass. I endorse these slippers. I endorse these slippers. I am Cinderella and I support these slippers. I endorse these slippers. I endorse these slippers.
My dancer is a 777 dancer. She is amazing. She's been dancing since she was 2.5, and since we've been with 777, which has been since she's 3, I've seen so much progression with her dancing style and her commitment to dance, and we just love coming back to 777 every year. We've been a part of 777 since Erin was 3, so about 5 years now. My dancer schedule, she is here Mondays, 5:30 to 8:30, and Saturdays from 11 to 3:30. So she is here quite often. Erin's dedication to 777 is good. She loves coming, she loves the staff, she loves the teachers. She definitely loves her friends that she's made over the years, and the staff spoils her as well as other members of our family. They just love her, and we love them.
I'm going to Topgolf was fun. That food was good. I got a junior burger and grapes. The better golfer out of my family is definitely my dad. I rank number 5. I'm horrible at golfing.
Competition positively affects my dancer. She is committed to dance, she is committed to performing. So she goes into this whole mode of, once she gets her hair done, she is very committed to the process. She's very anxious and very nervous, but most importantly, excited to perform with her friends. And she just has a natural high that whole weekend.
I like to support him during the games because he feels happy inside when I do that, and he shoots the balls a lot faster. In the backyard, we have a basketball court. I think he works as hard as me because he's always trying his best and he's always tired after doing it.
Navi can practice up to 20 hours a week. If Noble finally got his own thing where he's not following Navi all around the city. But it's fun. I need an assistant, but it's fun. Noble's been doing basketball just this past year, and he started soccer when he was 3 years old, but we paused it because of the pandemic. So now he's able to get back out here and make up for lost time.
My 3 children are Navi Watts, Noble Watts, and baby girl is Nile Watts, and then my husband is Mike. Navi Watts is a powerhouse in my opinion. She's a passionate, soulful dancer. She's more passionate than technical. She does everything she feels, and I love it. So Navi's schedule is 5:30 to 8:30 Monday nights, and then Saturdays 11 to 3:30. And occasionally we'll have practices on Saturday and Sunday, so it can be up to 20 hours a week sometimes. She's really dedicated because the hours are long. I check in with her a lot to make sure she's okay. I mean, it's a lot even for an adult, but she's dedicated and she wants to know when she can go back even after 8-hour practices. So a lot has to be planned around 777. Because I have to make sure my son gets his time with basketball and taking care of the baby. So a lot revolves around 777. I'd say everything leading up to competition is the worst. And once you're there, it's like, it is what it is. So getting everything ready, don't come to my house when we're about to get ready for competition. It's a mess. But once we get there, Navi's ready to let everything go on the stage, and yeah, we enjoy it. We enjoy watching all the dancers.
Y'all went crazy. Y'all went crazy.
Competition life, you have your preparation stages. If you have a dancer in competition, your dancer stresses you out like you are part of competition. But there's a lot of work goes into it. They start very early, learning choreography, practicing, having extra rehearsals, and then just going to competition. It's a full day. Sometimes we have to be there at 7 a.m. and we may not leave till 12 midnight and have to return again back to the next day at 7 a.m. So it's very busy. It's very fun. I think the team enjoys one another. A lot of laughing, a lot of crying, a lot of arguing, a lot of getting fussed at, but it's all worth it. I think the kids really enjoy themselves in that competition mode. It's hard work. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of preparation, but overall, it's a great experience.
It was very intense because during COVID, because we're still in it, we have block scheduling, which means that we did all of our dances in a shorter period of time, and then we were able to go home or come back to the studio and watch awards. But now we're back to a full day of competition where we see all of the studios, everybody, hundreds of people at one time. So it's a little bit more intense. It's a little bit more tiring because you don't realize like your body's not used to it anymore.
I prepare for competition first collecting that money. There are fees that have to be paid. This doesn't happen. It's not for free. There's a lot of things that go into it, and so we have to make sure that the money is paid, because if the money is not paid, we can't compete. So a lot of things that I do is making sure those invoices are being sent out, making sure they are paid on time, making sure everybody's date of birth is correct, the name spelling is correct, because when we go to competition, those things play a part. If their date of birth is wrong, we can be disqualified. It's a lot of things that go into it as far as preparing costumes, ordering props, and getting things packed up, making sure we have a checklist so we won't leave props behind, because we have had that happen before, that props are left behind, but we make do. So there's a lot of things that goes into play with preparing for competition.
Get on the stage, do your dance, get off the stage, change your costume, and get right back on the stage for your next number. And with that, you still need to look good. Everyone needs to be as in sync as possible. Training, a lot of paying attention in class, a lot of going to class, knowing what we can improve on from the last competition.
I need you to go 110 all day long, yes? Which means your facials have to be big the whole entire time. There should never be a time when you're on stage and you're not going with your facials, yes? We understand?
Yes.
Stop looking lost, yes? Stop looking down. Stop looking down. Y'all have to look up. Y'all have to bring them in. Perform, yes? Have fun though, but perform, yes? The goal is to do better than the last time, yes?
Yeah.
All right, go inside. You guys should be coming up soon.
So initially we already have 7 companies, and having 7 tween made us create a company where dancers are in between being a teenager, maybe they should be in premiere company, but there are just like a select few of kids that work extremely hard and are always being chosen in their group of friends or group of dancers when they were in their previous companies. So what we started doing was pulling those dancers that are just a little bit crazy, a little bit extreme when it comes to dance, and pull them out of those companies and put them into 7-tween. So it's 7 dancers, just 7 dancers from all companies, but they can all hang together. They are forces to be reckoned with, and we can train them just a little bit differently since their abilities and their execution is just a little bit higher than the average dancer.
Funny story about 7-tween. I was judging in San Francisco, and Tamara FaceTimed me during my break, and she said, "Hey, we're gonna come up with a new company." And I'm like, "Okay, I need you to name it." And I said, "Oh, okay, no big deal." It was a big deal, but no big deal, sure. I had sent her a name. She didn't say anything, so I was like, "Oh, that's a no-go." I think it was like something elevate, or yeah, it was a dance term, but I was like, something is telling me elevate. And I think she didn't answer it, and then I brought it up again. Like, I really like the word elevate. She didn't answer it, so I was like, oh, okay. And then right before I was about to start back at the judges table, I was like, 7-tween. They're in between. There's a cartoon called 16, and it's like the number 6, and then there's teen. And it made me think about the cartoon, and I was like, 7-tween. It makes sense. It makes sense to me. She's like, "Oh my God, I love it." So 7-tween, they are truly our newest company. So they're always going to be like the founders of 7-tween, because we've never had a 7-tween before. And these particular dancers I've worked with for a long time. Unfortunately, I didn't get to work with them this season, but getting to see them dance, particularly It's a Look, I was like, who are these kids right now? I don't even know who these kids are right now. They definitely exceeded my expectations. I have worked with all of them in the past, so it's great to see how they have taken what they were in the past and elevated it even more. See, I love the word elevate. Elevate. I love that word. I don't know why.
And take a releve. Way up high to the balls of those feet. And hold the center. Your heels are looking at each other. You're turned out from the hips. And release. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, you on your way to the studio?
No, girl, don't you see me moving my stuff?
You need to be on your way to this here. You need to be on your way to the studio. Zia has lost her mind.
What happened?
Look, they in they 7-tween class with Taylor, and she telling Taylor what she is and what she ain't gonna do, and Taylor ain't a good teacher, and she can't tell her nothing because she know everything. We don't pull her out. She has lost her mind. She is running around here screaming and hollering. I'm trying to tell her to shut up, calm down. Let's work it out. Zia has lost her mind. She gonna have to go. You need to get up here because it's gonna get ugly.
I'm on my way.
She literally told Taylor that she can't teach her nothing. So she.
I mean, Taylor's only a platinum-winning dancer, Mr. and Mrs. Everything in every competition she's ever been to. So I would think that she can learn something from Taylor.
Well, apparently not, because she knows everything. And so I know Tamila tried to talk to several times. I told her to go back there. You need to go back there. Ask Taylor, can she step out, apologize. She refuses to apologize. She refuses to apologize to her other company members because she telling them to shut up, get out her face, don't talk to her. Like, so she has lost. You need to get here. I called her mom and told her mom she needs to come on up here too because she's gonna have to do something. Something got to change. Something got to be different. So you got to go because we can't do this.
Okay.
So I need you to get here like.
I should be there the same time that Pia arrives.
All right. I hope to see you. All right. Bye, girl. Zia. What is going on, girl? I want to know what's going on with Zia. What's going on with you? I think because that 777, we produce amazing dancers. I think we produce amazing dancers, and everybody wants to be great. Everybody wants to be told that they are great, but at the same time, we all have to know and understand that there's always room to grow. And I think when I love sweet Zia academically is phenomenal. She loves school. She does well in school. And you know, when you're in the school system, you know, public school, they're gonna give you your accolades. They're gonna tell you how great you are, how this, you know, as long as you're making all A's, you're just great. You're a great student. But in dance, it's different because there's always room to grow. And I think with Zia, the moment that somebody gives her a critique or constructive criticism because she's not used to getting that from school, she thinks it's I guess degrading her or putting her down, and she's not enough. And sometimes I think she just get all emotional and get all over the place and just loses it. But Zia's a great kid. She's a sweet girl. She just, you know, having her bumps in the road. It's a part of life. She's still young, so she's gonna grow out of it. Hopefully, Zia, you're gonna grow out of it. But we still love you, girl. We just know you had, you know, sometimes we all go through some rough patches, and we are all here to support her.
So the incident with Rosie and Zia, I believe that the two of them are two headstrong young ladies. And Rosie is 20 and Zia is 12 or 13. So the age difference is not great. Whereas Zia probably sees her as a sister and not as an authority figure or as a teacher. But Rosie was the sole choreographer, along with Ezra, was the sole person that spent the most time and choreography with 7 Tween. So they were essentially her babies. And Zia just felt like she can just mouth off at her sister and tell her what she really feels. That was a point of disrespect. And I can understand Taylor's point of view. You know, I feel disrespected. And so when we kind of tried to like separate the two, understand what's going on, that's when the disrespect from Zia went to a level that was something I didn't appreciate. And unfortunately, that's what caused me to suspend her from attending group.
Are you sad today? You not sad? Not sad about anything? Well, you gotta go to rehearsal tonight, and are you a little sad about not being able to go to the competition? You said Yes. Why are you a little down?
Because I won't be able to perform with my teammates.
Well, do you think it's fair that you're being suspended and that you're not gonna be able to perform with the teammates?
No.
Why don't you think it's fair?
Because I wasn't the only one that was doing stuff.
I'm kind of mad at you because I feel like I done paid my money and then now I'm not gonna get to see you perform. I'm not feeling it. You gotta get in there and do what you're supposed to do because I'm not with it. If you got a problem, you gotta learn to do it in a respectful manner and talk and tell your feelings. How did you initially feel when Ms. Tamara said you're suspended and you're not gonna be able to go? How did you feel about that?
Well, I felt bad because I felt like didn't want to not go. I didn't know how my team was going to do without me being there.
I'm just letting you, I just want you to know the seriousness of the fact that you're not going to be there. Your whole group is going to be.
No, but life goes on. I'm going to be at the next competition.
You won't.
It's not like my whole life going to stop.
You don't like to talk about difficult things and your feelings, do you? Why not? You about to cry? There's no reason to cry. Oh, Zia, don't start that crying now. Please don't start crying. Oh, stop
So it really made you feel bad.
Girl, I just heard Miss Hammer yell at you that she's not gonna be at Groove.
What'd she do?
She was being rude to Taylor.
So we not gonna do our dances?
Well, no, we have to like redo like almost everything because she's on like every single dance.
Every single part.
Yes.
Like all the lifts and everything.
She's like the main lifter.
Yeah, how we gonna do lifts and stuff? We gotta restage our whole lifts and stuff.
Yeah, we might even have to change some because like.
Well, that's hard. That's a lot of work to restage everything.
Every lift. And positions and spots.
No, cause, bro, that's gonna be so hard.
Yep.
The week was stressful in itself, like, because the suspension happened with me and all the dancers were in the room. So it wasn't a thing that we like didn't know was coming. We knew something was going to happen. We just didn't know how extreme it was going to be. We didn't know if it was going to be one competition or if it was going to be the rest of the season. So it was just kind of like, okay, well, we were all kind of prepared for it. The kids were prepared. I was prepared. We knew it was going to come of it after how extreme everything went. So, yeah.
So normally a normal competition day would be a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday. And we would dance probably for 2 hours, break for 3 hours, dance again for 15 minutes, break. Dance again for an hour, awards. Usually Fridays end at 11 o'clock. Saturdays end at midnight. And that's ending the competition, not getting to your room, getting to your bed, being back again in the morning at like 7 a.m. in the morning to do it all over again and to end probably around 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Surprisingly, dancers love competition season. They're not tired. It seems that all the dancers that run around, they have like this energy pack in them, and all the adults are exhausted because we're doing the work too, right? Yes, they're dancing on the stage. However, we're the ones that are going to get their food, making sure they meet their call times, making sure we meet the schedule. So that is grueling for us in itself. So keeping the kids sane, their parents help. I only have the kids and my staff only has the kids if it's an hour or two before they perform. After they perform, they're not ours, they belong to their parents. So it's an easy transition there, but it's hard because it's a long day. So we're at Groove and Rosie is always doing a TikTok video and I never want to do one with her. And we were waiting between performances. We did a performance at 8. We were waiting for a soloist to go on at 10, and then an award ceremony happened at 11. So nevertheless, we were there since 6 a.m. that morning, so we were exhausted. Just had a great dinner, and I told Rosie, come on, let's go. I'll do a TikTok with you. And she made up the choreography, and we posted it that night. And it just went viral. It was amazing to see. And we cracked up about it because we didn't want to do it. I didn't want to even be there. But we did it. And my kids got to see me, do some top rocking. And they were pretty excited about seeing me dance because normally I don't dance and post it. So it was fun.
racism in general is the kind of thing that you don't think will happen to you, or you think that it just used to happen so much and it's just not a thing as of right now, but it's so big right now, and especially amongst like younger kids and even adults, like it's just really bad. And the first competition that we went to, hearing like little girls talk about our girls on stage, or saying that black studio or this and that, or they're good because they're black, or they're good at hip hop because they're black, or they can only tap because they're black, or they're gonna win this because they're black. And it's just like, why can't we just forget about that? Why does everything have to be so black and white? It was just very disgusting to me.
People don't understand how hard it is for like predominantly black schools. Like, these kids are rude, and it's like, you just would think that our kids wouldn't have to go through that stuff anymore. Like, they would have to go through the racism or being body shamed by their peers, like kids their age. It's so bad.
I was pissed, like legitimately pissed, because just hearing it over and over gets you more mad. Just like, wow, okay, y'all say this for fun, which means just imagine what they're saying at home if they felt so comfortable to say it, and I'm standing right here in front of your face and you're saying it with no care in the world.
As a predominantly black studio, I would say we experience tons of racism. Even when just walking in the door, through the doors, you'll already get parents like looking like, where's the normal dancers? Like, they're not used to seeing a full black company or a full people of color company. And the racism we experience is kind of like very unnecessary. A lot of like little micromanagement things that go on. It's just from like what dances we do. They make sure they watch intently to see if we mess up or if we have technique or what we can do. And it's just really weird.
At competition, the predominantly white dance studios are like, they will expect us to do mostly just hip hop dances or probably like jazz. But when they see us do like tap and modern and contemporary and lyrical dances, then they're like shocked that we're actually good at those type of categories and type of choreography styles. They'll have like a little pity face on when they see that we actually beat them with our good dances, but I feel over the years they've like come to recognize that we're actually not just a hip hop company, that we can actually do more than just hip hop dancing.
They think that we don't know anything. They think that we're coming to do hip hop, we're coming to not do what we're coming to do. And then when we do come to do what we do, which is kill it, is the side eyes. And I have a little bit of a different view of it, coming from being a competition dancer myself, how people just don't think that black girls can be or are technically trained. They know we can do the bucking, they know that we can do hip hop, they know that we can do all of those things, but to see that we are technically trained and we can do what they can do just as well and better, and that we are winning, it's just, it really gets the people going.
How does it feel when you see other dancers that look like 777 dancers?
It feels good to know that like we're not the only ones that's like competing in our ethnicity. It's always fun to watch somebody else that looks just like you dance and like see what they have.
We were met with racism from other studios. And I wouldn't even say just the studios, I would say more so their parents or their friends of the family that didn't really understand what competition is, that gave us, the looks and the what are they doing here kind of thing in 2022. It's crazy. I would say across the board, going to competitions, that is a thing. We are a studio made of predominantly Black dancers, African American dancers. We have people from other races and creeds that participate with us. But the first thing that we see or people see when they see us is that there's a lot of chocolate faces. I like to call it chocolate faces instead of Black. So
They think that we're gonna come into the studio or come into the competition and do hip hop. And then our dancers will hit the stage and do a tap number. Then they'll turn around again and then do a lyrical number and do it with so much grace and so much talent and technique that it kind of makes other people revert to their old ways or defense mechanisms. And it's our job as 777 Dance Studio, as their parents, as their guardians, to teach them how to deal with this kind of racism when you go into public forums. And you're gonna hear it. Not everyone's gonna love you, but they're going to respect you and you're going to get that trophy. And that is our focus when we're out at competition.
Sweet in the morning, oh Lord, it's sweet in the morning. Sweet in the morning, sweet in the morning, sweet in the morning. Sweet in the morning, 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 sweet in the morning. Sweet in the morning, 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 sweet in the morning. Sweet in the morning, 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 sweet in the morning.
Next time on StudioTypes Raising the Bar.